What's up, guys? Coming to you on a Tuesday. Trying to jump into some of the plays for the week. Some that are be going on for tomorrow. So let's jump into it. I know it's been a pretty good week. Hope you all have been able to lock in some of those good profits. Uh, so let's jump directly into that. So on the first one, we have Moderna. They're going to be giving their earnings tomorrow. Make sure you check out that community tab to make sure that you are able to get in on these plays. There are plenty of plays going down, so make sure you're able to lock those in. So the first one we have Moderna, moving average 10 for Moderna is going to be $77.50. Moving average 50 is $76.43. Moving average 100 is $77.57. And the VWAP 14 is $77.25. So a lot of movement going on with that one. Definitely want to keep your eye on for tomorrow. If you're familiar with the stock, a lot of things going on with it in the medical field, especially considering the cure and all the stuff going on with that. You definitely want to consider this one for your watch list. I definitely got it on my watch list. Their earnings, I think tomorrow is at the beginning of the market. So I think when it first opens, you'll have their earnings, or it may be the end. I'm not exactly sure on that one. But if we look at the chart here, we could definitely see there are a lot of mixed feelings about their earnings overall. In my personal opinion, I think there's a um, the part that will boost their earnings or will boost the price point for it is definitely going to be the overall updates on their uh, cure or their vaccine that they're coming up with. So, their vaccine is definitely one of the top things, definitely showing a lot of movement based on that. If we look on the chart, their moving average 10 line is definitely crossed above their moving average 50 line, but it's kind of in between this region. So I can't really say it's bullish, and I can't really say it's bearish. It's kind of in that weird in between. But if we look at where it ended today at 78.46, definitely shows it go up quite a bit. So going into our second one on the watch list for tomorrow, we have CVS ticker sign. The moving average 10 of that one is 65.11. Moving average 50 is 63.89, and the moving average 100 is 63.64. So if we look at where it ended at 64.98. Which is pretty good price. Looked like it ran up towards the end of the day. Ended green after hours, went up 77 cents more. So that's always a good sign when looking on that. And you know, the moving average 10 line has definitely crossed the moving average 50 and the moving average 100 line. So that's always a good thing when that happens. We're going to continue to go and look at that for tomorrow to see how it actually, performs. So, hopefully it'll perform well, and hopefully the earnings will be good. I think they will, considering the fact that you have their testing centers that they have popping up everywhere. So more testing is coming out. So I think that's gonna definitely help them in the future as far as earnings is concerned. And also, it's a health drugstore. So you know people have been there. If they have symptoms, they can go and they can also go for testing. So I think it's kind of a win-win for them in that situation, and I definitely think their earnings would reflect that. So going into the next one, we got ticker sign W, and all these will be going over tomorrow as well. We got ticker sign W for Wayfair. And Wayfair, has been on a crazy run up. I mean, if we just back up on this one, we can see just how crazy of a run Wayfair has been on. Even getting close to earnings and far away from earnings, we could definitely see, you know, they've been on a pretty, ridiculous run up. Um, Going and looking at them, we can see their moving average 10 line is definitely way above their moving average 50 and moving average 100. Looking at the numbers on here, on Webull, moving average 50 is $272.04. Moving average 10 line is $285.45. Moving average 100 is $251.40. And they ended the day at $290.85. So above both those metrics. So, pretty good in my opinion on where that ended the day at. So I think, they'll continue with their run up. It doesn't seem, that they have any, you know, stopping point as far as this earnings is concerned. Um, but you know they will continue to go up from that. So good to see it on that one. They got a comment on here. So on the bottom, what's up, Hudson? Yeah, I see you in here. Let me see if I can reply on here. All right, yeah. Hopefully, Hudson, you're learning some good stuff in here. So you got the Wayfair, definitely one to keep your eyes on for the future. So you got the next one, which is ticker sign FVRR. And this is for Fiverr. If you're not familiar with Fiverr is, Fiverr.com is basically a place where you can find jobs or find work if you're out of work. It's sort of like Upwork. And if we look at Upwork and how they perform, they did pretty well. They broke out towards the end of the day. But overall, I think they did pretty well, especially considering the pandemic. I think if you look at my video that I'm about to post, they were up 19%, so pretty good overall for them. Um, and I think they'll continue to grow. Um, Along the lines of that, this is in the same sub niche of company, so I think they will have a pretty good earnings as well, just because of what's gone on. People looking for work, and things of that nature. I think it will continue to grow from at least that point of view. Going on here, we can see their moving average 10 is $101.74. Moving average 50 is $97.01. And the moving average 100 is $91.83. So pretty good as far as that's concerned. And they're definitely above the moving average 50 and the moving average 100. So pretty good as far as those numbers are concerned. Definitely want to keep your eyes out for next week. Now, all these are the community tabs, so just check out the community tab for all the plays for this week for earnings season. And we're going to go to the next one. So for the next one, we got ticker sign ETSY for Etsy, and we're going to look at them. They're on a pretty crazy breakout as well. Going down, their breakout's been going on for a pretty long time. This is a 30-minute chart on Webull. If you want to sign up for Webull, got a link down below where you can sign up, get 2 free stocks. And then they ended the day at 129.80. So the moving average 10 was 126.73. Moving average 50 is 120.42. Moving average 100 is 112.59. So the VWAP 14 just basically shows the volume and how volume picked up. So that shows that it's at 127.55. So above all the metrics is where this ended. So that's pretty good note. And we can see that uh, on here the moving average 10 line is definitely above the moving average 50, the moving average 100, which to me denotes a very bullish trend and an outbreak or a breakout, as you want to call it, for this stock. Definitely want to keep your eyes out on. especially earnings coming up, and we can see towards the end of the day it rallied up $3 more. So I think people are expecting it to have a good earnings when that comes out. Going to my last one on here, we got ticker sign SQ for Square. Now, if you're familiar with Square, Square's actually one of the stocks that's in um, Kathy Woods' portfolio for ARK Invest. So if you're not familiar with ARK Invest, it's ran by Kathy Woods, who's like one of the popular Tesla bulls. But I think it's like her second largest position in that fund is Square next to Tesla. So it definitely speaks volumes for Square on how good of a company they are. So expecting to see earnings, be pretty good. As far as that's concerned, definitely have a lot of backing from the financial institutions. So going to Square, we can see that they've had a pretty bullish breakout for a while, since about the 27th. Their breakout has began. We can see that their moving average 10 line is definitely above the moving average 50 and the moving average 100 line. So that's a pretty good metric as far as that's concerned. We can also see that their moving average 10 is 135.76, moving average 50 is 132.12, and moving average 10 is 128.56. So pretty good numbers as far as that's concerned. They ended the day at 136.83. Looks like at the after hours they went up $15. So ended the day at 151.85. So pretty big metric as far as that's concerned. 151.85 is definitely a pretty big number for them to end at. They definitely have backing from pretty big financial institutions. Like I said again, ARK Invest is one of their main um, backers. So it definitely speaks volumes for how good the stock is and how much they're going to perform. Now, I'm kind of up in the air on this one. I think on my chart that I put Square as a call, but I'm definitely kind of 50-50 on that. If you're familiar with the chart that I'm going off of, it's on the community tab on my page. So check out the community tab for the plays for the week. But definitely, kind of 50-50 on this one, just for the fact that I don't know the impact Square had, considering that a lot of small businesses were closing down. I think they probably, had profits, definitely with you know, the whole pandemic situation, but not exactly sure the impact on the business and how it grew, or how payments switched over to Square, considering the pandemic situation. So kind of hit or miss on that one. Going back through the chart, we got uh, Etsy. I think they're going to do really good. In my personal opinion. I think a lot of people sold things online, especially during what's going on. I definitely see them continue to grow. I think that the chart is definitely behaving the way that I predicted it to be. Going to Fiverr, chart's predicting the same way I think that it would be, especially considering what they do and what the website is. Going to Wayfair, just been on a crazy run. Just continue to run up even after hours. It's up to 292.50. So just continuation of growth, even up to earnings. Now this is one I'm definitely interested to look at because I want to see if it performs the way Amazon did. Amazon during earnings, their earnings were crazy and the stock shot up to reflect that. I'm wondering if Wayfair will act the same. Uh, Going into CVS, up a little bit, was down, but still up. The beginning of August, they were down. They were very bearish. Started this bullish uptrend. Don't know if that's due to earnings or if that's due to something else. But definitely interested to see, as far as earnings is concerned, how they perform. Especially considering to their competitor, Walgreens. And then we have Moderna. This is the speculative one, sort of 50-50 on this one, but I called it as a call, just for the fact that in the past it's ran up quite a bit because of vaccine talks. Now, if they highlight vaccine talks and, say what trials they're in and give updates on it, I think that it'll be, this definitely going to break out. But If they don't give updates on it and they're bleeding money financially, then I definitely see this going right back down. Okay, so try to give a update live stream on what's going on with the different stocks. Hope this video helped you all. Hope you all got something out of it. Make sure you drop some comments down below. Tell me what stocks you guys are looking at um, for the week. I'll try to do reviews on it, as many as I can. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.